not a savior smoker, we're here to save the day. We got tips and tricks, reviews and more. Join us on the back porch, that's what we're here for. We're not professionals, but we're here to help. Take a step into the lounge, don't be by yourself. Light up a stick, let the stories unfold. In the back porch lounge where the vibe is bold. Shy about the shop, no need to fear. We'll teach you the ropes and make it all clear. Learn the lingo, find your cigar groove. With the Leaf Cutters crew, you got nothing to prove. We're not professionals, but we're here to help. Take a step into the lounge, don't be by yourself. Light up a stick, let the stories unfold. In the back porch lounge where the vibe is bold. So grab your cigar, join the conversation. Let's light it up, spark some inspiration. The Leaf Cutters are here, the world to ignite. One stick at a time, under the porch light.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Leaf Cutters. I'm your host, Graham. We got other people too, but I don't even want to talk about them. This is all about me right now.
Well, all right, go for it.
Yeah, so this week we're talking about the Wildfire Cigar Company's Artaois?
Okay, I'll take it. It's fine.
That's as far as I
First
got
of
from my
all,
notes.
You had an awful intro for the cigar. It's in a world where leaves burn, but stories live.
Yes.
Wildfire Cigar Company coming at you.
Right, well, maybe I'm not as creative as you, sir.
I'm just saying.
Jeez.
I mean, if you're gonna do
I
it,
said
do
we
it
use
right.
both.
Okay, we can use both. Yeah, let's use both.
Yeah, just go with it.
But that is a badass, you know, band that says "Leaves burn, stories live."
Epic.
And
You're not going to know how to
Stories don't want
pronounce
to live.
fire the word.
Yeah, it's. I mean, there's like no hyphenate over the O or anything, so I don't want to call it Artois or whatever. So, Wildfire, if you could comment in the section, don't ever review one of my cigars again, but it's pronounced this with the phonetic.
Well,
I may or may not have taken pictures and had one or two of their cigars already. Don't get us kicked off.
I'm just saying. Well, I mean, we won't kick off our own show, but they'll
Andy,
ask
are
us
you
not
saying
to review their stuff anymore.
You already have an opinion formed about this cigar company?
Not this one. I have not had this one. But thanks to our wonderful host, our wonderful sponsor, Penny's Public House.
Penny's Public House. Tell me more about this Public House of Penny.
Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, good stuff. I may or may not have had a few cigars from Wildfire.
Thanks to Penny's
I
Public
got to start
House.
drinking from Penny's. Yeah, from that. And the more I drink, the harder that's going to be to say.
Not slurring words? Try Lemon Drop.
All right. So as we're lighting up, Robert may or may not have a question.
Why does the United States Postal Service suck so bad?
I don't know, but I hate them.
What's the correct way to watch
Man.
Star Wars?
That's a little deep for this podcast, but all right, let's get into it.
I, at some point in time, wrote letters to the U.S. Postal Service about how bad they were.
Did they write you back?
No, I'm pretty sure it got lost in the mail. I went full Shorzy on them too, man. Like, I explained to him at one point in time that, if they tried coming up our driveway, my dog would bark. And if my dog barks, she'd fucking die because that's how old she is. Like, there's no reason to fear the dog. There's no reason to fear the dog. Just come deliver the package. And they didn't. I wanted that package.
Did you report with Give Your Balls a Tug?
I kept it as easy as possible. I'd say that, but I probably dropped the fuck word a few times. Who knows? I don't know. This was years ago. Give your balls a tug, you take fucker.
So,
well,
no, good.
Right.
How are you, buddy? No, go ahead.
I'm smoking now, so you do whatever.
Is that how this works?
You do you.
That's why I smoke during all the pod. That's why I smoke during all the maintenances we do on Saturdays, so that you can do the work. It's a 50-50 job.
Amen. So, the reason why the Postal Service sucks is because they have not delivered a couple of packages that we were waiting for to have a nice guest on for you this weekend. But that's okay. That guest was nice enough to say, hey, we can reschedule. Not a big deal. And we were looking forward to having that package because, spoiler alert, it's Lure Cigars. Lure Cigars is supposed to be on this weekend, but instead we're doing a nice penny cigar for you. And
It is
that's
nice
all I
that
have
we
to say
have the
about
ability-
Postal Service because I like to get my shit.
Like I said, I like the ability. I like to have the option, like today when shit doesn't go the way it's supposed to, or people don't do what they're supposed to do, like deliver packages. We have the ability to pivot,
Yeah, flexibility is
We'd
always
like to
good.
have that option.
Good.
or maybe put it on the end. Stand it up. I don't know. Pivot, whichever gets the couch up the stairs.
Excellent Friends reference there.
For the 4 people who got it, they are rolling right now. I'm just kidding. There's more than 4 people that watch Friends. Guaranteed.
At
Yeah,
one
we
point-
need to fit diagram. How many of them watch our podcast?
No, I'm starting to see that number dwindle as I think about it.
The Friends Leafcutter podcast Venn diagram probably just includes Andy and I in the middle.
Probably.
I mean, I've seen it too, so that you got 3.
Grumbles, you were gonna say?
I was
Well, wait a
gonna
minute.
say,
You
to be
said
fair, I
watch our
have written a book-
podcast. None of y'all watch our podcast, so fair.
I
I
do.
watched the
So what do
ones
you
I'm
make
not
the
on.
graph?
I do.
It's been a little while since I've watched a full one, but I do enjoy our clips immensely.
Confessions here on the podcast.
Yes.
So
the
let
priest.
me ask y'all.
Wait,
Okay.
Grim had a question.
Grim had a statement. Let Grim do the thing.
Oh, no, fuck that. No. I got talked over. I'm not doing it no more. I'm not a dancing monkey, okay?
Dance
I'm
monkey.
free flowing.
All right, well, fuck Grim. How about you, Robert? What'd you have
There's
to say?
tampons for that.
So honestly, because I'm looking at them, what's the average price you should pay for a humidor and an electric one?
Ooh, an electric one. Damn.
Damn.
I don't know. That's homework. I wasn't prepared for that question,
Yeah, I've not done any research.
but I keep getting a discount code for need one in my mails. If you need $10 off a $700 humidor, let me know.
Okay.
I mean, if you're spending $700 at that point, why not just spend the extra $10? Why insult yourselves?
that doesn't seem
Got
like
a
a
point.
huge savings.
You're
I'm paying
you're
$700, but I
$10
say
to cover the tax.
I
Yeah.
mean, when it comes to like sign your name or hit purchase or whatever, I'm going to take that $10. But that's not a deal breaker amount of money.
If you're looking at it from a stand back perspective of what is the point of having a climate controlled humidor, right? And it's simply so you don't have to deal with making sure it's in the right place, making sure that it stayed at the right temperature, and all that stuff. It's literally kind of a set it and forget it type deal. So as long as you have your humidification system up, cleaned and up to date, and properly filled, and the temperature set at what you want it set at, it works, and it works for a long time. So is that worth paying the extra money to not have to have that hassle with doing it a traditional way, like throw some Bovita packs into a Tupperware and just making sure that the temperature is still good, or throwing it into a traditional humidor and make sure it stays up to this temperature and up to the humidification that you want. It's all about your time. So, that being said, if you're talking about what is a good value on a humidification system, I can almost guarantee you there's not really a big difference between Humidor A over here that's $400 and the next one that's $500. The only difference is how many can it hold, and what does it look like?
Yeah, that's fair.
It's essentially they're all mini fridges anyway, unless you're getting the giant ones that are for for me, I would say I would keep those for commercial use. I don't see a use in that for your home that's the size of an actual refrigerator.
Unless you're Rick Rodriguez, and you have
Yes, unless you have a
room
mountain of
dedicated.
cigars, that would be really good. But even then, he has a room full of them. Therefore, he needs to do the entire room, just turn the whole thing into a humidor. He wouldn't need one of these systems. So that's my opinion on it. It's really a matter of how do you value your time on trying to keep up with your cigars to actually look into a system like that.
think here's my take on it. I've had the same Diamond Crown humidor for, help me out, Gibbs, 20 years.
A little bit after utero.
Yeah. When I started saving, storing cigars because I wouldn't smoke them every 2 seconds.
That's it.
I've looked at the electronic ones, Robert, but for me, I think, Gibbs is talking about, my processes are kind of, I don't know, I've had the same humidor so long, it's hard to find a reason to buy a new electronic one. Because I throw my sticks in the humidor, or I sort my sticks, I get them in the humidor, there's a sensor, there's a really big Bovita pack, and I can monitor it as I need, or as I, continue to smoke through my stuff. The podcast humidor really is a Tupperware. It's just a Tupperware container with a freaking 3 Bovita packs in it. And then that's it. If you are, it depends on, I guess, how, something to think about is how nitpicky are you about things like that? Are you going to be a guy that constantly checks temperature and humidity every day and is making little bitty changes to see, or are you looking to just throw shit in something and let it take care of it until you realize that, oh, hey, I need to change this, or I need to add water, or I need a reminder to add water, or replace my Bovitas, packs. I spent $300, $400 on my humidor. I don't feel like I need to spend that again. Plus, it's pretty.
That you bring up a good point there too. It's like, if you have a wooden humidor or a Tupperware door, I think it would last you through the years as far as like maintenance and things go. Like, because when you're talking about something with electronic with a plug-in, it has parts in it that could wear out. Like the fan on the back may wear out. It might get a short. Well, you're not going to get any of that with a box or a Tupperware. Unless somebody crushes it, it's going to be good.
And they're going to get hurt if you're going to get payback pretty quickly if somebody crushes your humidor or Tupperware.
Yeah.
At least in my house.
So, but let's ask somebody who, Grim, doesn't yours do temperature?
It has a temperature gauge on it, but it doesn't maintain it or anything like that. It's got a Indian temperature gauge, and it's Velveeta packs and those little like strips, doing the work.
Okay, I didn't know that if yours did or not. So I was going to let's ask a man who actually has it. It's fancy, it's not cheap. I really like it.
It's still fancy.
It's fancy. I like it. I just thought it did do temperature regulation. But I hope that answers your question.
It does. Actually.
Or at least helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still stuck on the Postal Service question.
That is a complicated problem, which I think is mostly based, in my opinion, is largely a problem because of lack of additional funding to make the system better. So whenever they've improved something over in my lifetime, adding tracking or insurance or whatever, there hasn't been a new change shortly after that. It's been like, this decade we did this, next decade we did that. And there's, as annoying as it is that, your stuff doesn't show up on the days sometimes that you think it's gonna, it's still a pretty magical system. It's like not very much money to send something across the entire country.
Yeah, but what they do with my package is where I get irritable, because at one point in time I was having my comics delivered via mail because I was too lazy to go to a store to get them, and they left a $250 box on top of everybody's mailboxes, because we have a one mailbox on the driveway out for all 10 houses or whatever. They just left it on top of that rather than delivering it to my porch. I was like, you can see my porch. All you had to do was take it right over there.
But you have the dog, the vicious dog that's gonna
vicious
ugly dog that can't even stand up straight half the damn time. Yeah, no, she is terrifying. She is.
I saw her that one time. I'm still a little scared.
Yeah, I bet you it struck fear in your heart.
Because you thought she was going to gum you to death?
No, I thought there was a fear that she was going to fall over and die at any moment.
Yeah, that too.
No, it's the eyes. The eyes were just.
She still has killer eyes. Yeah, she is ready to scrap at any moment.
But
And that shit that
record,
shit irritated me so bad. I wrote a book about how much the postal service sucks.
You did. Have you even
did.
gotten past the first page?
Yeah. You got to the third paragraph. That's good. It's good. I don't know where Zach made it. Ben said he wasn't going to read it. Robert was like, "What's books?"
I'm a couple of pages in. I got it loaded on Diana's Remarkable tablet because it was like very challenging to read on a phone because of the way that it was formatting it. So hopefully that'll be easier to read. But it's like a full page size.
I really am just waiting on the Gibbs narrated, audio book version of.
God,
The
no. Well, unless he's doing it. Like,
Yeah.
I record. Full disclosure, I recorded a couple of the chapters, like me reading it. But
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever heard me read out loud before, but it's fucking awful. Like, I read slow, I stutter a shit ton, and I sound pissed off the entire time because every time I stutter, I'm just like, God damn it, why am I doing this?
Yeah, send those WAV files to me, would you?
No.
I just dated myself. I just said WAV files.
I was gonna say,
It was
what are you
just-
gonna like drop that on your Zune?
You're gonna play it on Media Player or Winamp?
I was just amazed how, you use the punctuation in your book, but yet you never put the correct inflection as you were reading. So I was kind of amazed by that.
I am a. You know what my reading reminds me of? There's an old movie that you guys may be familiar with. It's Dennis the Menace, and
Walter
I
Matthau?
heard that's loosely based on some other material.
you know the scene where he's reading the little engine that could, but really terribly to the kid that's in the bath or whatever. That right there. That's how I read.
Yeah, send those over. Totally interested.
No.
We'll
He's
post
gonna
them.
listen to him and say,
on our
"I shall
website.
never read again in my entire life. I have hired a."
No, and Andy, he's gonna be like, I love it. Send more, record more, and I'm gonna be like,
What Graham doesn't know is that we got a new AI system that can, take his voice and do whatever I want to with it. So he'll just narrate his own book, and he didn't have to read it.
when are we gonna do that? Yeah, when are we gonna do that? Because I bet you AI doesn't sound pissed all the time. I bet you it makes me sound a little cheery.
We can-
It
we can
will if
actually-
you add the right prompts.
They will add the prompt. Sound pissed the whole time you're reading this.
more pissed off.
Stutter
More
random
angry.
number words.
Read this angrily.
Pretend you have a beard.
Read this like you didn't receive your package from the USPS.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so when are we doing that? That sounds awesome.
Look for it next week.
Send that to me. I want to hear it.
Yep. I mean, it's getting scary with AI these days, man. You literally can make yourself an AI and have it do your podcast for you, and just put whatever prompt you in.
Is
and
that
it'll
is that
do it.
why you keep Max doing the Max Headroom?
What?
Yeah, I'm actually doing that right now. I'm not here.
Buffering.
God, my AI would be terrible. Like I see a lot of sarcasm in it,
I see a lot of
Sarcasm and
myself
hate,
in
yeah.
it.
Like somebody asks a question like, "Hey, how do you change a flat tire?" And I'd be all like an adult, stupid, fucking do it.
Fair.
Where was your daddy? Did he not teach you how to change a tire?
Oh, do I need to put this in orphan mode?
The sad thing is, it's
Why
like,
is hell so warm? Oh no, wait, that's Louisiana. Never mind.
yeah, that's it. But the sad thing is, like, there's literally channels out there now that are trying to teach people what fathers should have taught them when they were
Oh, yeah.
younger.
How to sew a button, how to change the oil.
Yeah, how to change your oil in a car, how to change a tire.
There's a guy I follow on Instagram that does how to tie a tie, but I mean, I know how to tie a tie. I've known how to tie a tie for eons, but I only knew how to tie one knot because that's the only
yeah,
knot
there's
Dad
like
knew how to
a bunch.
tie, and that's the only knot Dad,
Yeah.
taught me. I like this dude. I mean, I can like the Merovingian knot from The Matrix. Look for that at the next wedding I have to attend.
Yeah.
I refuse
Double
to watch
Windsor.
them.
Your tie knot is like the width of your neck.
refuse to
The
watch.
ties
I've heard
like this short.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I've heard of these videos, and I refuse to watch them just because, like, I don't want to find out how much I need them. You know, like my dad was around, so I should know it already. But like, if I failed, like the amount of number, the X amount of number of can you do this? Like, I'm gonna be sad.
I mean, that'd be a
you
good
need-
gut check.
You need like
mean-
one way probably, ish. And that one, I'm not even sure you actually need it. Like how many times do you have to wear a tie?
Funerals and weddings, and so far, yeah, that's about it. Interviews. I'm still a fan of. You should show up to an in-person interview in a suit and a tie, unless you're interviewing with Gibbs.
Then you run the risk of me just calling you a smartass either way.
My last
You're just a fancy smartass, really.
2 interviews, I did not wear a tie. I dressed one level higher than what I expected them to dress, which was, the guy was in a polo shirt,
Fishing
Polo
shirt.
button
Nice.
up.
And yeah.
All right. We kind of skipped over this, so let's do a first quarter check-in.
Go for it, Gibbs.
I thought Grim was going to
First third.
this. I did.
My bad.
Eight.
First third. Yeah, Grim fell down on the job. Damn it, Grim.
I told you I quit earlier.
Okay, well then he quit. I took back over. You didn't say I quit, but I'll go with it.
Wait, hold on.
I mean, you say it so often, I could have missed it.
I quit. I'm done. I'm not doing this shit no more. God, I hate you. Why do you keep bringing me into this shit?
That's about
So,
right.
I mean, that sounded
Mine-
impressive, but I have to tell you that Grim's face has not changed in over a minute on my screen.
Is it still angry looking?
I'm going to take a picture and show you.
So far, it's lit up well. Construction's really good. I'm having a couple of blowouts here on it.
That's a
But-
face.
Jesus
God.
Sorry, Gibbs. Go ahead.
Having a couple little cracks, and I don't know if that's because maybe it's over humidified. Maybe, I don't know.
Is
Um,
it squishy?
It's not squishy though. It's really there. But I don't know if it was over humidified before I got it. I don't know when these cracks occurred, so I don't know. Not to talk bad about Penny's ability. It could have happened in the mail. I don't know.
Damn the mail.
All
Damn
circling back
USPS.
to the USPS. Yep, all of it. But taste is good. It's about a medium full. It's right there where I like it. So I'm enjoying it. How about you, Andy?
So I kind of did the weird thing where you kind of sniffed the cigar before we got started, and it's like I can smell a campfire. I don't know why, but maybe it's in my head. But I kind of smelled it. I don't taste it, but I can smell it. But I'm with you. It's kind of a medium. Maybe make its way up to a full, about halfway, 3/4. Lit well. I'm not having any problems with mine. Maybe you should change Tupperware containers.
Maybe.
Get a new hydrometer.
Dude, I don't have a hydrometer in that box.
Yeah.
It's hopes and dreams in that box. It's just here's some packs. Good luck. It's the podcast box.
He's so in tune with it right now. He can just run his hand across the top and be like, needs more humidification.
They aren't squishy, so I'm happy. And they're not. It's what, a quarter of the way through. It's not too dry that it's. So no, but I'm enjoying it. I like it. I like it a lot.
All right. How about you, Grim?
I do feel like there's some fire to it because it's lit and it's got the heat and the thing going for it, so the fire is there. But the wild is like, it's missing. I'm hoping that like on the second half of the cigar, it just goes nuts, like takes off its top and goes running down the street.
I think that would be Fire's Gone Wild, not necessarily Wildfire.
I mean, it's
Either
just
way.
changing the words around a little bit. They all
Yeah,
mean the same thing.
Yeah.
It's
Good
heavily
point.
implied that people are going to record it and try and sell it to shady people.
I mean, fair point. How about you, Robert?
I was looking okay until I took the band off and it started cracking right there. But no, it lit up well. Input's good, output's good. Good flavor. So far, so good.
Like it. And Zach.
Really enjoying it. I don't have any cracks or issues that you guys are discussing. It looks very clean on my side, but I've also not tried to take the bands off, so could be hiding one under there. I'm getting a little bit of like kind of chocolatiness on the retrohale, which is kind of pleasant. And like Andy was saying, the smell of it kind of reminded me a little bit of a campfire. I don't think that's psychosomatic. I don't think that this is fire cured like a KFC or something. But it's quite pleasant. It's a good cigar. I'm getting about maybe a medium full out of it. Not on the medium side of medium full.
I'm gonna have to be honest here and give Zach 10 points because as soon as he said psychosomatic, Prodigy did go through my head, and I did start singing it.
Does that count if it was unintentional?
I mean, since I'm owning up to it,
I mean,
yes,
I appreciate you owning
it.
up to it. Okay, I'll take
because it was psychosomatic. I can sing, feel the pressure. Mm-hmm. There's all there. It's
Wait, I just did it to myself, or you did it to me? I don't know. You get 10 points though.
all right. 10 points back. So
You know, I kind of wish. Gibbs, I gotta say, I gotta pause for a second. Gibbs, I wish the guys could join us on Saturday mornings during maintenance, and that's all we do. It's song the hell at each other for like 2 hours, just because I need the points.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm still
it's fair.
moving, right?
We're well, technically, no. You got passed by Desiree and Andy on that episode because both of them got like 40 plus points.
Desiree is a champ.
I mean, I think you've won the most episodes, so you're still the leader there. But as far as like, points in one episode, I think Andy and Desiree's beat you.
Sorry, buddy. Still love you. Pour you a margarita. You're gonna have to come get it though.
No distance is too far for margarita.
560 some odd miles. Let's just call it an even 600.
So, speaking of Desiree, bringing up her, she recommended, the last time we were here, we watched Lioness.
But yeah,
I went back and watched Lioness, and I didn't stop until I was out of episode.
dang.
I mean, I had to sleep, so
Which
it
sucks
did take.
because now you're
2
missing out.
days.
Now you have to wait for new episodes.
That's exactly what I was about to say. It's now it sucks because I have to wait for new episodes because there's only 2 seasons of it right now. But it was fantastic.
Uh-oh. Go get him,
We
Zach.
lost that.
Zach's going to watch Lioness. You talked him into it.
Gotta watch this now.
My
Fuck this podcast.
my light's got an umbrella on it that uses as a diffuser, and it's a little windy, and it just went whoop. I caught it.
NTM, it's a twister. It's a twister.
I'm thinking I maybe should take the diffuser off, but it's a little harsh to look at.
But,
That's because we're
Lioness
in the
was-
big time, ladies and gentlemen. I've got a light that I use to help you see my face. You're welcome, America.
Well, we want to be able to see the beard, man. It's the beard.
It's the glory of the beard.
Glory of the beard.
And anybody else who happens to be watching from internationally. I assume somebody internationally has stumbled across the Amazing Leafcutter podcast.
Pretty sure we got hits from China.
Now he's being attacked by his light.
You don't talk
It's like
shit about me for no minutes. I'm going to burn you.
Yeah.
All right. Now it's just bright.
Now I just can't see.
I looked at it. All I see is a big green spot.
All right, but I mean, Lioness is actually no surprise to me because it's the same writer of Lioness who does Landman, Yellowstone, 1883, 1823. It's the same guy.
What's his name?
Taylor
Tyler.
Sheridan?
Sheridan.
Yeah, Taylor Sheridan.
Taylor
I didn't
Sheridan.
realize that was one of his shows. I really
It's one of his
enjoyed the other shows that you mentioned,
Mhm.
and we just recently finished Landman, and I was like, I could go for season 2 of that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Landman's good.
He's really
I mean,
good
it's
at
got-
writing characters that are terrible people that you still root for some reason.
That's a fair observation.
Terrible people is maybe the wrong word. A lot of people have redeeming qualities, but it's just like,
How about a person that's from that tough love generation?
yeah,
It's
What,
like
you mean
they're,
the 70s
they're
and
gonna
80s?
force you. Yeah, okay, there you go, from 70s, 80s.
it's definitely
They're
got some
going
Gen X
to
vibe.
make you do what they need you to do, and it ends up being the right thing anyway.
Yeah, that's it. That works.
So, I mean, that's the way I look at it. It's like, you know, you think it's something self-serving or anything, but it actually is the right thing for the storyline and for, you know, that particular situation. Even though it may be the worst way about going about it, or backstabbing, or horrible, or whatever, it still serves for the right purpose. So you're like, I want to argue with it, but I can't. Stupid. So he's good about those kind of situations.
Is Tulsa King one of his too?
Ooh, good question.
I don't know. I don't think so. It seems like it's written a little bit differently. It's really good.
Yeah,
though.
a little bit. I
have to
do
look it
like
up.
Tulsa King.
Yeah, I love Tulsa King.
I got you. Because, you know, the internet at my fingertips.
Well, I was gonna look it up, but I've got like 10%
He's got
battery
Nights
left
to
on my phone.
Contend
Yes,
with.
actually it is. It's a Taylor Sheridan.
Yeah,
Created by
Is
Taylor
it?
Sheridan.
Well,
Yeah.
son of a bitch.
Bam.
There you go.
Man's got his hands in everything.
He's like,
Yeah.
I am television now.
Well, you know, he has to support that ranch he's got. So
Yeah.
he's like, how am I going to support this ranch? I've already said that it doesn't make money. Ooh, TV shows.
Ooh, TV shows. Let me write stuff.
But it makes me think, what kind of background does that man have to be able to write from those swing sides, you know? I mean, Yellowstone, 1883, 1923, all same storyline, so, you know, that's pretty easy. Well, not easy, but, you know, same genre, so you can kind of keep it the same, just change the time.
Continuity is
Yeah,
easier.
I feel
Yeah,
like
continuity's
some of the story components from like 1883 and 1923 particularly are maybe adaptations of existing stories that he kind of wove into the
Yeah.
this, you know, the Dutton
Yeah, because he's
family.
telling the story of all the way up to Yellowstone. But
No, well, I mean,
Take
but
that
like some
swing-
of those story components are like plucked out of other things, and like, oh, that's cool.
oh, I got you.
I don't know that is true. I don't have any evidence of that. I feel like I've heard some of those scenarios that are in those. Maybe it's because 1883 is basically the Oregon Trail,
Yeah, it's the Oregon Trail.
just with better graphics.
yeah,
Let's just
plenty of dysentery too. There was dysentery.
Okay.
It was there. It's present. Also with so skipping from Yellowstone to Landman, still got the cowboy spirit. Not so much about cowboys anymore, but the cowboy spirit, but changed to oil instead of cattle. So okay, that's a kind of a different transition. I can see how he could do that too and do it really well. But then go to something like Tulsa King about the mob and bringing up. I mean, he does put horses in it and he does put things like that into it. Weaving it in
It's
there.
got a little bit of a cowboy thread through it.
Yeah, it does, and it's kind of turning the Tulsa King into kind of like a cowboy, but he still has mafia ties, whatever. So sure, but Lioness, way out there as far as like special ops, you know, secret missions, stuff like that. That is way out of all that other comfort zone. It's just mind blowing to see him write that. So when you watch it, you'll be like, this is written by the same guy. I mean, you can tell by some of the writing, the dialogue that they have, because they point out the obvious in like a short quip, kind of like how they do in the other shows.
Sarcasm for the
Point out
win.
Yeah, it's very sarcastic, but and you can catch that. But other than that, it's the writing of it is fantastic, and storyline is fantastic, and whew, I think I've talked about this show way too much now.
I was gonna say, are they paying you?
There may be. They may have reached out. And no, I'm not sharing.
This?
I feel like this is better entertainment than what I watched this weekend.
I mean,
You
I could
watched
talk
this
about
week.
the other thing I watched.
No, we can't talk
Go
about adult content on this podcast.
Have you? I mean, we can. What did you? Whoa!
We're
whoa,
already 18 plus just by having the cigars.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
My bad.
I watched Crack-Coon.
How was it?
You watched what?
Crack-Coon.
They had Cocaine Bear, and then they did Crack Coon.
Then they made
So
Crack-Coon.
continue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It had such a wonderful premise of this dude was a drug dealer, and he made a new version of crack, that turned people fucking hostile and insane, and a raccoon got a hold of it, and he murders just a shit ton of people.
So, was this
Sorry,
based
I'm
on a
still
true story as well?
Do what?
Was this based on a true story as well? I need to know.
God, I hope so. Because the way some of these people went was fantastic.
I don't know. That kind of feels like a rubber with the raccoon.
This one was. It wasn't even a good puppet, you know. Like, I would have thought they'd have gone to like a taxidermist or something like that for a real looking raccoon. Like, this thing was shapes. It was shapes.
So real quick, if you have to rate, Crackoon and Cocaine Bear, like what order are they in?
No, Cocaine Bear's still up here because it looked like a real bear. You know, they had 3 different parts in the movie where they had to show the raccoon going from point A to point B, and it was Windows 98 type graphics. It was fucking awful.
MS Paint for the win.
Yeah, it was so cheaply, and I guarantee that was like 80% of the budget in the film too. Was just those 3 shots of the raccoon moving,
right?
And then the rest of the time it's like a hand puppet going, ah! And it has huge red eyes and shit, and just like
it's like a South Park character, just like shifting back and forth as it goes across the screen.
I have the worst analogy for what it looked like. You remember the Family Guy Star Wars episodes? Okay, you remember the intro to the one, I think it was the second one, where they were like, we're going to waste Fox's money, do whatever, and they had the dancing, like, elephant go across the screen?
Vaguely, yeah.
That looks better. Yeah, that looks better.
That's harsh.
That's rough.
So it's sounds like a wonderful film. I'll check it out next time I see it.
Oh, you totally should. It's worth a laugh. I'm not giving it any Oscars, but, the laugh factor is up there.
Okay, so you've already rated against Cocaine Bear. How does it rate against Rubber?
Rubber? Oh no, Rubber was a masterpiece. You can't fight Rubber. Like, I don't know why you keep bringing it up, because you're upsetting me. Like,
Well, I'm setting the bar.
That's part of the point. But
I'm setting the bar.
Rubber.
But when you're making a
Cocaine
recommendation,
Bear, you can't see how far down I'm going, but Raccoon is down there. Like, I'm pretty sure I just touched my toes.
You can touch your toes still?
No. That's why I'm
Check.
pretty sure. Because if it was a fucking miracle.
So now taking Grimm's Bar, which is, Rubber, normal films for everyone else, somewhere about there.
I don't even know what Rubber is. Like I'm familiar with the material that lots of things are made out of.
Yeah, explain Rubber to Zach, because he'll explain it way better than I ever would.
Well, yeah, totally.
On purpose.
The movie is a movie about having no reason whatsoever. Like, they come out at the very beginning, they're like, hey, so-and-so did this. Why? No reason. Blah, blah, blah. And, gave you a couple examples of, and then they immediately turn to a tire that's, covered halfway in sand and shit in the middle of the desert. And it picks itself up, starts rolling off, and begins a murder spree.
I actually know what you're talking about now. And, wow. That's better than Cocaine Bear?
That's better than Cocaine Bear. Cocaine Bear was not that great.
I really enjoy Cocaine Bear. Maybe it's because it's based on a story that happened in Tennessee that I have recollection of as a child.
That's why I said Crackoon was based on a true story like Cocaine Bear.
Yeah. Oh, not to totally derail the conversation, but Gibbs, have you asked anybody else the question you asked me about smoking cigars, or do you want to hold off on that?
Now I got to remember what I asked you.
Quick, text it.
Oh, well, okay, no, I got it. I remember. Okay. So I found.
Is this from our one-on-ones? I'm just asking.
No. So
It was part of your review. No.
Damn it.
when looking into the whole trying to pull out flavor profiles on a cigar, I was looking at different techniques that people have tried, and one that was brought up to me, I actually saw it in just a random video. Don't know who it was. Whoever it was, thank you for pointing this out to me, because I didn't even think about it until It was pointed out to me. So, Andy, when you take a normal puff on your cigar, where is your tongue? So, for example,
it's subconscious. So
Yeah,
hang on.
it's a
I'll tell you,
subconscious
now
thing.
that I have to
So,
think
for me-
about it, hang on.
that's what I'm saying. Naturally, where's your tongue?
During the draw, it's flat,
Okay.
but on the
It's flat.
exhale,
Is it touching the cigar at all? Okay. So it's flat. Go ahead.
flat behind the teeth.
All right, flat behind the teeth. All right. How about you,
So-
Gribbs, that you're doing it right now?
I was gonna say, but while I'm exhaling, it's raised up.
Okay.
My tongue's back and then
Back and in.
not
Okay.
touching.
And not touching the cigar. Okay. How about you, Robert?
Andy's is flat, not touching the cigar.
Okay. So with mine, I found that naturally, for some reason, my tongue rests on the bottom of the cigar. I don't know why.
Did you like to feel the tip with your tongue?
I guess, but it helps me hold it, I guess, a little bit.
Let's see what you
But-
did there.
Well, yeah. And it's
It's in that
pleasurable
clip,
for the
Eugene.
cigar as well.
Save that clip.
So when you're inhaling, like Grim is doing and kind of what you're doing, Andy, but Zach pointed this out perfectly. When you pull your tongue back and inhale the smoke, you get the coating on the entirety of your tongue. If you have it flat in your mouth, you only get the coating on the top of your tongue, which technically is where all your taste buds are and everything, but you also get the sides better whenever you're inhaling if you pull your tongue back just a little bit. And
Let's
let
be
the-
clear, we're not inhaling the cigar.
Yeah, you're not inhaling the cigar.
Not
when
into
you're
our
when you're
lungs.
drawing. When you're drawing the cigar. So
For
when you
those of
pull
you
your
that do
tongue-
inhale, please send us videos because we want to watch.
Yes, but you get a coating of your entire tongue, so you get the most. If you're going to get any flavors out of it, you'll get flavors out of it. But you have to kind of pull your tongue back and kind of lift it up a little bit so it can get up under it as well and coat your entire tongue to get that taste.
Now I do that when I get ready to exhale. After I've got smoke in my mouth,
Yeah,
I'll raise my tongue up a little bit and then exhale.
yeah, but it was a subconscious thing
retro.
that I didn't even think about, and you do get a little bit more flavor out of it. So when I was testing it and tasting it, I was like, yeah. So just
I think I
That's
told
it.
Zach. I think I told Gibbs and Zach this earlier in the week. Hell, it could have been last week. I don't know. They're kind of blurring together at this point. Maybe it was the cigar Zach and I smoked together while I was up in Tennessee. Hell, I don't remember. But yeah, I actually went, oh, hey, that tastes like chocolate. I got one of those aha moments. I mean, it hasn't fucking happened since, but I mean, still.
I'm getting a little bit of chocolatiness out of this cigar. It's not just on the retro anymore; it's also in the smoke.
I'm not getting anything except
Ooh,
Just
retro
like-
brings up just a thought.
Burnt cardboard,
Burned cardboard. Burger King French fries.
Burger King French fries.
We were talking about, you posted a thing on Facebook, or we posted a thing on Facebook. Sean over at Smoking Sounds was talking about, it had to do with retro hailing, and it's something that he hasn't learned to do yet, or had not at the time learned how to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know that outside of myself and Zach and Gibbs, if Grim or you or Robert retro hail. I assume that you do. But thinking about that, and you talk about, the tasting process, the retro hell process to me is similar. You're still going to get more of those flavors through your sinuses, especially if it's peppery. I've cleaned a few sinuses with some peppery cigars over the years.
Yeah,
But the process for that, I mean, to me, that's you draw and you use your tongue, the back of your tongue, to push that smoke through your sinuses. At least I think that's how I explained it to Gibbs. And so if you're wanting to know how to do that, that's kind of my short version of that.
Well, adding on to that, if you're starting out retrohaling, my tip is don't think that you have to do the entire draw in the retro hail.
I can't even
Feel
do the
free.
entire draw.
Well, I'm just
I get
saying.
a little puff.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Don't try to do the entire draw until you can build yourself up to that if that's what your goal is. But blow out most of the smoke and just to do a little bit of it when you draw it back in and exhale it through your nose. Just do a tiny bit of it, and you'll start seeing what we're talking about. Getting a little bit more flavor and things like that, and then blowing it out.
Miguel's exempt, but I'll send a hat to somebody. I'll send I think I have a Grand Habano hat just sitting around. If somebody watches this clip and sends a video of them doing like a full retro hell of a Romacraft Chromag.
Chromag, dang.
I mean, if we want to see somebody throw up,
I say Miguel's exempt because it was Miguel's idea on a live, and I did it, and I didn't die, but might have wished I had a little bit.
There you go. And if you don't want what hat did you say you had?
Grand Habano.
If you don't want a Grand Habano hat, I have several other hats you can pick from. I think I have an Asylum hat, a couple.
Wait, which Asylum hat do you have? Hang on a minute. I want to barter for this.
I think I have the split personality hat.
Oh no, you can have that one.
I have a couple of hats up there, so we can switch it out if you don't want the.
You got the smoky hat.
I got the smoke. Well, yeah, I have an extra smoky hat.
I do love this hat.
I ain't giving away mine though.
Yeah, I like the smoky hat.
That's a good hat.
I was going to wear my Leaf Cutters hat today, but it's 90. Hang on. Well, come on, watch.
Taking way too much time. Way too much time.
Technology.
90. Fuck technology. 92
Just
with it
wipe
feels
your
like a
forehead.
97.
Yeah, but I say wipe your forehead. If you get big drops, you know it's like above 95. If it's small drops, it's below 95.
89 here, which isn't bad actually.
I'm happy with the Justin Shrinsky patio cooling setup. Thank you. Who also has products available for leaf cutters at for leaf cutter followers at a discount at Finn's Woodworking. Hey, they look like that.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, Finn's Woodworking and Design.
Oh yeah, we're turning this into a commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, perfect. But let's check in on these cigars since I know we're a little bit over halfway. I mean,
I'm not.
in the
Okay.
Well,
Jesus.
I know I'm a little bit over halfway. It looks
I'm
like
just
Zach's
a hair
over
over
halfway.
half. Yeah, a little over halfway.
All right, mine is stay consistent. Once I got past the cracks, it's still. I mean, regardless of the cracks, it is held together. It's not like falling apart or anything like that. Like I said, that just could have been something that happened in transit. To be 100% honest.
Or rolling around in your humidor.
No, it could have been. Yeah, it could have happened rolling around the humidor. Because these have been swapped out from humidor to humidor several times. Because we've had them for a minute. The taste of it is solid. I really like the taste. I can't pull any notes out of it, so I'm not even going to try. The retro hell on it is it stings a little bit, but it's not harsh. But it definitely has something to it whenever you try to retro hell it. But so far, I'm enjoying it. I do like it. Well, this is the first Wildfire cigar I've had. So, all right. How about you, Andy?
I'm maybe halfway. I don't know. Yeah, still to me, it's still more of a medium, maybe a medium full. I didn't mention it earlier, but the draw on mine's a little tight. Like, this is a well-packed cigar. We're talking about removing the bands and finding cracks. I didn't have any cracks or anything, but I do have maybe like a little hole in the wrapper that was covered by one of the bands, but it's not affecting the burn. So it's not really worth mentioning, I don't think. Outside of that, the retro to me is really smooth. I'm not getting that pepper burn on the retro. You're weird, Gibbs.
That's just me. Different strokes, different folks, man.
Other than that, I mean, it's still smoking great. I think the little tighter draw on this one is kind of why I'm not smoking it as fast. But I also don't feel like it's a Jamocha shake from Arby's, so I'm not having to work it.
All right, fair enough. How about you, Grim?
I'm actually done with mine, so I'm skipping to the. I pass until the review.
Okay, that's fair. How about you, Robert?
Another one, Graham.
Well, mine was burning at a pretty slow pace, and then it hit the crack, and it just started burning faster. So I don't know what happened there, but yeah, it's pretty good. It's except for it's burning faster now. Still good intake, still good outtake. I did have to light it in a different place a couple of times because it was uneven burning. But I like it, flaws and all.
How about you, Zach?
No issues with the burn. I mean, I've got like a little bit of a uneven, but it's not even enough I would touch up at this point. No cracks. Kind of like Andy was saying, it's a little bit of a tighter draw, but it's not like a problem draw. It's not something I would worry about hitting with a poker or something to try and open up. It still smokes great. I really enjoy this cigar. I think it's like I mentioned before, I got a little bit of chocolate in it and a little bit of pepper on the retrohale. I don't pick it up in when I'm just drawing from the cigar, but a little bit of sweetness also. It's a solid cigar. I think this is my first what's it called? Crap. Wildfire. My first Wildfire. But yeah, definitely a good cigar.
Well, going back to what y'all were saying earlier, whenever you said you had that campfire smell to it, I could see a bunch of guys sitting around a campfire smoking these, shooting the shit.
Sure.
It's that kind of vibe, that kind of feel to it. Even when you're smoking it, I mean, I'm relaxing. I'm,
very chill.
Not really having a care in the world anymore. Even though, before we started this, I was kind of pissed off, and Grim took over the show, which I appreciate you, Grim, for doing that, stepping up, being a man, and just doing it for me. And I appreciate that. But it, yeah, I think it's a good cigar, and it's good for relaxing and shooting the shit.
Get on it. So I went back and looked at our Discord, in the pictures we've got, because I'm the one that's had a couple of these. I've had like the Revivalist and the Wanderer. They're similar, I guess, in flavor profiles. But I'm liking this one, I think, probably more than I like the other two. It probably has something to do with the people I'm smoking with. But outside of that, I'm still digging it.
Environmental factors. We're skipping the fact that it's 95 degrees outside.
Yeah, I still can't figure out how do you pronounce that name. I know it's backwards in the camera, but I don't know how to pronounce that.
It's not backwards to the camera. We can read it.
Okay.
It's only backwards to you.
I think it's still
Backwards to
Artaois.
me. You think it's Artois?
It's Artaois.
Artois?
Artaois would be the other pronunciation.
Yeah. Wildfire is definitely going to have a strongly worded letter. So send it through USPS, and we'll probably never get it.
Dearest leaf cutters, you guys suck. Learn to read.
Ow.
Reading is fucking fundamental.
As Jordy LaForge said, read a fucking book.
I like
Is
that
that right?
because of reading Rainbow and everything. I got it.
Yeah. I'll go with it.
But yeah, I'm not smoking this one as fast as I usually smoke them. I think Robert, no surprise, but Grim's have finished them pretty fast here lately too.
I ended up picking it. I was going to let it go because it was super hot, but I ended up picking it, which is a sign that it's a good cigar.
I know, right? If you went back and got a pick, yeah, it's got to be pretty decent.
I also forgot to get a picture, so I hope somebody else got a picture.
I took a couple.
Aw,
Yeah, I took
it's
a couple
fun.
before.
I saw something flying around. I saw something flying around your camera.
Yeah, it's flies, man. I don't know what it is this year. Flies have been horrible back here.
Is it because you're storing all of your dead squirrels in your backyard?
No bodies.
Dang, that got dark.
Just don't go
Nice.
12 feet that direction. Just saying.
So I watched. This is the way my weekend's going. I was on the something watching reels, and there's a guy. He's a comedian. His wife watches multiple crime dramas. He's like, she's telling him that, if you want to bury a body, you dig a hole 10 foot deep and you throw the body in. You put about 4 feet worth of dirt on it, and then you go get a really big dog and you kill the dog. Because, you've already killed somebody and thrown them in a box, in an unmarked grave. But you get a big dog and you throw it on top at the 6 foot, deep mark, and then you fill the rest of the hole. So when they bring the cadaver dogs out, they only dig to the dog and they keep moving on.
That's what I do, and it works perfectly every time.
And he's like, honey, if you want me to do the dishes, I'll just go do the dishes. It's fine.
No, my wife's big into watching, all those murder mysteries and, crime dramas and things like that. And I'm like, she's slowly plotting to figure out how to kill me and cover it up.
It's not slowly plotting.
No. I mean, she's
Informative
building it
murder
over
porn
time.
is there, man.
I mean, but at least in my opinion, I'm okay. They'll catch her eventually because all they have to do is look at her history on Netflix and be like, oh yeah, yeah, she did it. So I'm like, I don't tell her this because I want that paper trail. In that case, this digital paper trail, just in case.
There you go.
So I changed my mind. If you do go 12 feet that way, you'll probably find me.
Just dig deep, real deep.
Just dig deep, past the dog. Because I'm pretty sure she saw the same drama. Speaking of serial killers, there was an interesting documentary on Netflix I watched on Ted Bundy.
Really?
Yes, and it was literally tape recordings of Bundy that they were using Bundy to try to catch the Green River Killer.
Mm-hmm.
So you were actually hearing his voice on recordings, which is creepy as hell in itself. But then you find out those recordings and stuff were the base of Silence of the Lambs. They based that 12-hour interview that they had with Ted Bundy and put it into Silence of the Lambs. And that's how they came up with that character and formed it around it. And they changed Clarice because they didn't have a female interviewer. But, you know, they had a female interviewer and everything. So it was fascinating.
Hello, Clarice.
Mm-hmm. But it was fascinating. It was the first time they ever actually used a serial killer to try to catch another serial killer. And they were pretty successful with the information that Bundy gave them. But the cool thing about it was by interviewing Bundy specifically, they were able to pull out ways that he did it. And he was kind of confessing the way that he was killing people. And he was comparing it to how this guy was doing it. So it was very clever in the way they did it.
Yeah, but the Green River Killer wasn't putting them in the fridge in his kitchen.
They didn't find that out until after he died.
What, Bundy?
Yeah, they didn't find out about that until after he died.
I thought they found body parts in his fridge when they arrested him.
Okay, I don't remember if they did or not. I couldn't remember, but they were saying that during the interview with Bundy, because it took place between 1984 and 1989 when he died. They were interviewing all throughout that time because they were still trying to catch the Green River Killer throughout that time because he was active during that time.
Yeah, I remember that.
But they didn't realize that Bundy was actually a necrophiliac.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
They found out he was a necrophiliac during that time.
Got it.
So that uncovered a lot of shit. And I was like, this is fucking awesome. In the sickest fucking way possible. This is awesome.
Watching, some of the things that I've watched lately on like reels and stuff, things that have happened 100 years or happened at the same time, like the whole Jack the Ripper was murdering people in New York while something else infamous, famous technologically on the other side of the world was going on. To tie that into this chat, how have they not figured out who Jack the Ripper was, even, with today's technology?
Did they discover that recently?
I think they did.
Aliens.
That answers everything.
Well, I think Grimm's right. I think they did figure out who Jack the Ripper was.
All right, I don't have my phone.
Or who they found out. The person they suspected is highly likely to be Jack the Ripper. They still can't technically prove it, but it was a guy who was both in London and in New York, and would travel between those two. And he was the most likely person to be Jack the Ripper.
And his name was Russell Edwards.
Potentially.
So there you go. Potentially.
Allegedly.
I mean, but like you said, I don't know how would they prove it? I mean, it's not like they took blood samples from him. It's not like they took, unless they had something of his that actually had his DNA still on it, and then they had DNA from something that somebody wore when they were killed, maybe they could.
I like the way Wikipedia puts it. Everyone alive at the time is now long dead, and modern authors are now free to accuse anyone without any need for any supporting historical evidence.
I guess I didn't realize that Jack the Ripper was in both New York and England. I always thought that was an English, like a killer in England, in London.
Well, I don't think in America they called him Jack the Ripper. I think in America he was called something completely different.
It was Mark the Pointer.
Mark the Pointer. Yeah, I think that's
Mr.
what it was. I
Stabby.
think, and then later on they started realizing, hey, these murders are similar, so it could have been done by Jack the Ripper. And then they found the guy that's like, hey, this guy is transatlantic. He does have a base in London. He does have a base in New York. This could be the guy. But that's a fascinating story too. If you actually get into it.
They put all of the English stuff under Jack the Ripper,
All the English stuff was Jack the Ripper, and then the Americans,
also known as the Whitechapel Murderer and Leather Apron.
There you go.
Well, you know what? Speaking of tires, let me ask y'all a question. Can you see that picture? Can you see that tire?
Yes. Yeah.
What is a tire that big for?
Usually construction equipment.
Yeah, some sort of earth moving equipment.
That was rolling down the street, down 75 yesterday.
No wonder there was an accident.
But on the truck.
It's for
okay.
giant tire swings.
Yes.
I would do that.
Giant.
They're starting this
trees.
They're starting this new amusement park. It's called Dirt Poor. All right, they go tie it to the biggest redwood they can find with a giant trunk, and you swing on it.
Oh man, that reminds me of a camping story. Or one of the things we did, like our father and son campsite, had a couple of guys climb the trees and run a wire across between two large trees and drop a swing from it. That was great.
Man, that's cool. We had a tire swing when I was a little kid, and the rope broke. I think the previous owner of our house had put it up, and then Dad put up a swing that he made in another tree, and it was always like just kind of a fun place to sit and stuff. But there was a family that lived near where my grandparents lived in North Carolina that had a swing that was like you pull it back up a hill and you swing out over this valley, and it was like, I mean, you're not like hundreds of feet in the air, but you're probably 30 feet in the air towards the end of it.
Yeah.
And it was friggin' awesome.
Oh, a breeze.
I wish you had long flowing hair for that.
I do too. No, I don't. Like, Kristen's got shoulder length hair. I'd have pulled that shit up by now. Too hot.
To the sad part of my cigar, it just burned me. All right, we ready to rate these things? I know Andy isn't. He's still
I can.
puffing away.
I'll go
All
last.
right, so mine consistent smoke all the way through. I'm still going to call it a medium full, because toward the end there it was getting a little bit full. Good smoke. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I relaxed with it. That's what I want out of my cigar. No film in the mouth, so that's a bonus. Still can't get a flavor note worth a damn out of it, even with the new method that I was talking about earlier. So I'm going to rate it probably pretty high. It's probably about a 4.75. I would definitely pick that sucker up again, just because it was a positive experience. I enjoyed it. I like the flavor of it. I'm sorry we fucked up the name, but at least I know, hey, that's the one with the fucked up name. I can pick that one up. So I enjoy that, and I'm so sorry, Wildfire. Yeah, I know you can pronounce this way better than we can, but we didn't come up with the name, so haha, sucker. I can pronounce it wrong. I didn't come up with it. How about you, Grim?
Oh, wow, you're really letting Andy go last? Like, what? We can just pick when we go? I'm going second to last. Fuck you.
All right, how about you, Robert?
I liked it. It lit up well. The input was great. Output great. It was going to be 4.5, and then it hit the crack and just took off. So I would have to say a 4. But it's something I would like to try another one of, just to enjoy the entire cigar for a longer time.
Fair.
As an interjection there, you can get more from Penny's Public House.
Fair point. How about you, Zach?
I've been enjoying the hell out of this cigar. It's really like pleasant and relaxing, and the chocolate flavor I'm getting from it is really good. Still maybe the full side of medium, but not medium full. And I'm struggling to give it like a definitive rating, because it's really solid, but it's not like standing out in the way that some of the higher cigars I rate higher do. But I would say I like 4.5 as the rating. I'm with you there on that, Gibbs. It's solid.
All right. How about you, Grim? Can we have something now?
I'm still not feeling it, man. Maybe I should go last. Maybe Andy can go.
See,
Maybe he can, back off his desire to be last and give it to his good old buddy Graham.
Fine, you can have last, Grim.
Yay!
that was way too energetic.
About 15 minutes.
No, I'll go. It's fine. I did miss out on the wild part. I feel like there should have been something a little more wild about it, but it was a pretty straightforward cigar. I didn't have any cracks. I didn't have any construction issues or anything else like that. I didn't catch any of the chocolate notes that Zach said, but they could be there. I'm not an expert, So in all, 4.25. I would recommend it to people. I would specify with him beforehand that it's more fire than wild.
It's on fire.
Could be it. All right, Andy. Time's up. Let's hear it.
Strength wise, I'm with Zach. It's more of a medium full than a full medium. Today's pairing brought to you by Old Smoky with the lemon drop and Louisiana Heat, also known as Sweat.
Salty
goodness.
I'm not pulling flavors out, but the construction was really what I didn't have any construction issues. I'm with Grim and Zach in that boat. The draw's been a little tight, but not, like I said earlier, not Jamaica Shake type, tight. I'm not popping a blood vessel trying to draw out of my cigar. But yeah, it's kind of what I needed today, and no burn issues. I think I touched it up once just for shits and giggles. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at the video. Ash has been really great. It's got this, kind of a dark, maybe a dark grayish ash. We've talked about bands before. This one's got two. And part of something Zach said earlier, the whole leaves burn, stories live.
Yeah.
It's really kind of a great statement on your cigar. All in all, I'm with Grim, though. I'm going to give it a 4 1/4. It's not knocking my socks off. I was really thinking about giving it a 4. But the 0.25 really kind of is more company, and it's the relaxing moment I needed for today and this weekend. So that's what I'm gonna go with, is a 4 1/4.
Yeah, I mean, I gave it a little bit higher just because of that factor. It's like it did what it's supposed to do. It relaxed me. It got me out of my headspace. It got me into enjoying the cigar and talking. So that's why I gave it a little extra there. But if you are in the Intervale area up in New Hampshire, go check out Penny's Public House.
Please.
I only get to enjoy it through Facebook and Instagram posts. But what she's done with that place, Penny has turned it into a place that I want to be at. The place looks awesome. It's got really comfy couches in her lounge. She has an awesome bar that is massive.
And awesome drinks that she's concocting.
Yes, she's coming up with some awesome drinks to check out. That I want to be there. So if I can't be there, I want you to be there. So we can live vicariously through you. And post your pictures of Penny's Public House. Show it off a little bit. It's an awesome place. She's an awesome person. She helps us out a lot on this podcast, so we can't, we have to show her as much love as we can because she's just been awesome to us.
Let me add to that real quick. Depending on when this episode airs, She did add there are spots available for the Culper Sampler, which is her monthly cigar box at $50 a month, which has got 5 cigars and things in it. Definitely worth the subscription cost. I'm just saying.
Absolutely. So yeah, if you can, check her out. It's an awesome place. Everybody who actually does post anything there is nothing but positivity, and she's doing a great job. So please go check her out. And on that note, I'm gonna say good night.
Good night.
Night.